So, I haven't made a mod in a while, and I've had to stay away from VR for a little while. So, thought I'd make something stupid, and I randomly thought of this name, Outer Wives, and just made me laugh. And then I thought I should make it, and it should be a dating sim. So I did, and now there's no turning back. And game works as usual, but if you talk to someone, they will start with their usual dialogue. Because I thought it'd be funnier that way. That they just say whatever they usually would say, but then you just ignore everything, interrupt them, and say, "Shut up, will you marry me?" And and then this is where the outer wives dialogue starts. It's the same dialogue for everyone. There was no care into making it fit each character, or yeah, they had no care about the lore, nothing. So they all just have the same dialogue, and once you talk to them, you get a bunch of options. Each of these options is related to one of the wife desires, which are the chores that you got to do for each wife in order to convince them to marry you. I To be honest, I've not played that many dating sims. I don't really know how they usually work, but my idea of them is that you basically just do chores for people to make them love you, which is it's basically like real life. So that's what I did in this mod as well. Uh, you can see that I can ask, for instance, what if I showed you a nice picture of someone, and this one wants a picture of Selena, uh, which okay is a bad example. I'll talk about that later. What about nice? She wants a picture of Porphy. So I can just come over here, fall in the water. How do you play this game? Take a picture of Porphy. And you can see there's a notification up there. That's something I added to make it a bit more clear that the pictures worked. That it detected the right person. And then I can talk to her again. To them again, I guess. And then I say, check out this picture I took. And yep, she likes it. And now that's one fulfilled desire. And you can see now that the list of desires is shorter. And I can ask her about the next one. There are a few exceptions to this photo thing. Like I made it so you can take a picture of everyone. Because the way I do it is, let me show you. So this is Unity Explorer. And this is a universal mod for that works on any Unity game or almost any Unity game. It lets you just find objects in the game and the scripts and whatever. And there's this one called character dialogue tree, and that's the script that controls the dialogue of each character. Uh, a lot of these aren't even people; they're like this one is a sign. Some of them are recorders, so I have to look for all the characters and then I filter out the trash. Then I filter out the children as well, because those shouldn't be potential wives. And then the remaining will be the potential wives, right? Then I do the same for the photos. I just look through all the characters and see which ones could be a potential photo target. Then I just steal some of the code from the game that detects whether a player has taken a picture of the quantum moon, which is a puzzle from the base game. You need to take a picture of the moon to be able to land there. And then yeah, I'm able to use that code to detect if a character has been photographed. I had to make some adjustments, but it works okay. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of cases where it's gonna tell me that I'm photographing someone when I'm not really, but who cares? And yeah, you can then bring this picture over to the character you're talking to, and they will thank you for it. One thing I had to change is that in the base game, when as soon as you talk to someone, it would unequip the probe launcher, and that means you lost the picture forever. You need to take it again. So what I did is that I patched it out so that when you talk to a character, it does not unequip the probe launcher, it stays there. The picture just fades out. That's something the game does anyway. So you don't lose the picture by talking to someone. And yeah, this way they can see the picture you have and accept it. And then it's the same for the rest of the desires. Outer Wilds is kind of known for the handcrafted environments. The everything is placed manually. There's no procedural generation, no No Man's Sky kind of planets. They they take pride in that, but I hate that. I don't want to do that. I'm a programmer. I want to be able to write one line of code that generates 1,000 bland planets. So that's the way I made this mod. I just everything is random. Nothing makes sense. There's no regard to anything related to lore or the personality of the characters or anything like that. So if that's something you care about, then you should not play this mod. So this is one of the characters that is problematic. I made it so none of the potential wives can ask for a picture of self because the name is just confusing. That was the main reason. In English, I guess most people who know about this character wouldn't be that confused, but in some other languages, it's even more confusing because they would just say, I want a picture of me or a picture of I, and it gets confusing. Of course, I could have just hard-coded some kind of different dialogue where they say, I want a picture of your clone or something, but that's effort, and I want everything to be automated here. I don't want to have to do anything manually. So yeah, this character cannot be photographed for other wives, but so okay, there's a bug right now. This one doesn't work, but it's supposed to. You can marry self, but you cannot. No wife is gonna ask for a picture of self. The next problematic character is the prisoner. It's a DLC character. Sorry about the low frame rate. I don't know why when I cheat to get here it gets super slow. But yeah, again, you can marry the prisoner. Oh, oh, he happens to want the artifact. That's I didn't know. I guess I don't have an artifact. Yeah, that might be a problem. You're not gonna be able to leave. Uh, yeah, that wasn't on purpose. You can marry the prisoner. It's just like any other wife, but again, you cannot. No other wife is going to ask for pictures of the prisoner because it's basically impossible to get in and out of here without cheating or without having knowledge that you wouldn't really have without cheating or without modding or something. So yeah, no prisoner pictures. Another tricky character is Solanum. You can take a picture of her, you can bring a picture of her to someone else, that's fine, but she will ask you for a picture of someone, and it's hard to bring a picture to her because to reach her and to land on the quantum moon where she is, you need to take a picture of the quantum moon. So what I did was did two things. I made it so the only character that she's gonna ask for a photo of is gonna be Esker because he's on the Timberhearth moon. And from here, it's relatively easy to place the probe in a place where you can capture him and also capture the moon in the background. So this way you can leave the probe here and then you go inside the moon And the problem usually would be that now this picture that you took is making the quantum moon stay stuck in whatever orbit you took the picture on, right? So I just made it so you're able to discard that picture and take the same picture again, because usually if you're inside the quantum moon and you try to take a picture here, it wouldn't work. It would only show static. So I patched that out. I'm now allowing the player to take that picture, but as you can see now, it's unloading some assets, which can look pretty funny. I think you can sometimes just unload the whole moon, so you can still do the whole puzzle to find Solanum. And yeah, you can see now that the moon disappeared for a second there. Esker is invisible, but it's still capturing a photo of Esker. Let's just accept that that works. And I can bring this photo to Solanum and she'll accept it. So yeah, that's one shitty fix for that problem. I should have probably just skipped that desire, but then I already had to skip another desire, which I'll talk about now. The other desire that wives have is the music desire. They say, like Slate says, is a big fan of flute music. So the way I did this one is I just looked for all of the travelers, because there's a lot of signals, audio signals in the game. We search for audio signal or your signal. You can see there's a lot of repeated stuff, and there's a bunch of signals that aren't music. So I just care about the ones from the travelers. So I look for all the travelers, see which ones have audio signals associated with them, and then from that audio signal I can get here's the signal. I can get the name of the instrument. You see here it says signal harmonica, and this way I can tell that that's a harmonica signal. And if, what did you say you liked? I already forgot. Flute. So you have to find Giant's Deep, which is, I don't know where it is. It should be a further away one. Maybe this one? No. What the hell is... Here we go. And I says played flute music for Slate. That's another notification that I added just to make it a bit easier so you're not guessing so much. And now you can talk to Slate and say, did you hear the music from my signal scope? And he did. Loves it. Now that's one more desire down. Another desire that I added is the Know My Stone with a drawing on it. It's called the projection stone in the game, and it's called a shared stone in the code. So I just thought it would be a good idea to use these as gifts as well, because they're kind of pretty. Here I can find all of the shared stones, but a lot of them are kind of useless as a type or something. Get item type. No, that's the item type. I want the connected platform. There you go. So the connected platform, each stone has a platform that it connects to for communication, right? And here in the code you can see all of the possible connected platforms for each stone. And I don't care about a bunch of these. Like these are probe cannon modules, are boring. I don't know if it would be easy to find them, or because they're too specific, I guess. So I filtered it out by the ones that have, like, these three are gonna just have drawings of Giant's Deep. These are gonna have drawings of Bitter Hollow. they all have the same drawing or the same name. They're not distinguished between each other, so I'm filtering those, and I'm assigning a different preference to each wife, and then they'll ask for whatever planet they prefer, and you just got to bring that to them. So Gnai said, what did she say? I already forgot. Ash Twin. So I think I know how to get an Ash Twin stone, and I'm gonna go there now. Here you go. Ash Twin projection stone. Beautiful. Can pick it up, go back home. Who wanted this? Was you? Look at this cool rock I found. Now she took it. That's it. We got one more desire to talk about, and it's this the cool gift. Some other cool gift. I just handpicked a few items from the game that I thought were easy enough to collect. You just gotta bring them to the wife. The wife can pick from like warp core, know my scroll, and a bunch of items from the DLC like the slide reels, the lanterns. But you just bring any of those, so it works pretty much the same as the projection stone desire. You can get the warp cores from a few places. It can be the small ones or the large ones. They're the same. So I'm just gonna get it from the vessel. Just gonna cheat. Go there a bit. Go back home. I don't think they mind if the warp core is empty. Cool, I have a gift for you. This warp core will make a fine addition to my collection. So we fulfilled enough of the desires. We can just talk to our potential wife again and say, I did all the stuff, will you marry me now? And they say, sure. The wedding will be at the village in Timberhearth, which is right here. Very useful. And oh, okay, I forgot my ship was there. It's kind of in a way. So yeah, everyone gets invited. All the care. Okay, I didn't know that was possible. Cool. So yeah, all the characters are here, even yourself. Prisoners here. Solanum is here with no arms. I changed the animations on everyone so that they would be standing up, and some of them look very weird. And yeah, there's our wife with the banjo floating in midair. You just talk to them. And congratulations, you just got married. And yeah, you can do this with every single character, or almost all of them, and just get married to everyone you want, get married to all of your favorite characters, and live happily ever after, or at least until the end of the loop, and they'll just forget about everything and can just marry the next one. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.